Slipknot has sent us a package. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and I don't know if it can get any cooler than this. That is right, you did not hear things wrong in that intro. Slipknot has sent me a box. What the f***, right? I think I've officially made it. Not a joke, not some sort of clickbait. Right here we have a rather large box from Slipknot. And I don't even really know how to lead into this. This is one of the coolest things that's probably ever happened to the channel. We literally have a box from Slipknot. This feels like such a big deal to me that I don't even know how to lead into the unboxing itself, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the package and see what they sent me. It is a very large box, so I am very curious as to what is inside. I am very excited, despite what I sound like. I'm just trying not to mess this up because I want it to be good. It's not every day that Slipknot sends you a package, so we will pop it open here and see exactly what is inside. We've got a lot of packing material there, so I'm sure that whatever it is safe and sound. We will just start pulling stuff out. Lots of packing material. All right, we've got the packing material out, and it looks like we have two boxes on the inside. One of them being a very flat box that I would assume there is some sort of record in, and one of them being this square box here that's pretty heavy, like really heavy actually. All right, let's get rid of this and see what we've got. Now, since I assume I know what is inside of this package here, I am going to go ahead and open this first, and we will see what we've got. All right, I'm going to unveil with you guys, okay? So here we go. It looks like we are going to have the 25th anniversary box set. This thing is incredible looking already, and I've only seen the front and the back. I'm scared to open this because I feel like I'm going to ruin it if I open it, but I also feel like we definitely have to open this thing and go through the contents. Man, what a beautiful presentation. The back looks incredible. This art on the front is kind of two-toned, like there's a gloss and a matte finish there, and they kind of contrast off of each other very, very well, so that is super, super cool. And yeah, I guess we should go ahead and dig on in. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm going to be extremely careful here. Slide all the way down. There we go. And now we can dig on in. Oh, it's not sealed anymore. The collector in me just died a little bit, but I think that you can see that matte finish a little better without the seal on it. You see how the background is kind of matte and flat, and then the photos of the band members are all glossy. That is super, super cool. But will the contents be that cool? Let's find out. Okay, here we go. Opening it up very carefully. Don't want to damage anything. And there we go. We are in. Okay, so we've got a small booklet here. It's got a seal on it, a Slipknot seal. How official is that? And I guess it's not a book. These are just individual photo cards. So we've got Sid. We've got Joey. We've got Paul, we've got Chris, we've got Jim, Craig, the Clown, Mick with both the Battered Hawk and the Leather Devil, and lastly, we've got Corey. Very, very cool. These photos are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to find a cool way to frame and display these because they are just way too good not to be out and being looked at. I absolutely love those, especially the Sid, the Paul, and the Clown shot. Those are very, very nice. Man, this is so cool that I feel like nothing that I do is going to be worthy. Like, this video is just not going to be good enough to express how cool this is or my gratitude for the fact that Slipknot reached out to me and have sent me something. Woo! Okay, let's keep going. So it looks like these are going to be all of the vinyls themselves. It looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vinyls in there. That's kind of crazy. And each one of these has a different cover. This is the self-titled record. This is so cool. One of the most haunting images from my childhood is this photo of a guy saran wrap that was inside of the self-titled booklet. I remember getting that on cassette when I was a kid, and that particular image scaring the absolute out of me. So this cover looks like a variant of that photo from the self-titled booklet. And this is the Indigo Ranch mixes. So very cool. We got Sick, Eyeless, Surfacing, Tattered, and Torn. And then on side B, we have Only One, Liberate, Suck These Nuts, aka Get This, and Killing Leslie. So sick. All right, next up, it looks like we have the Indigo Ranch Chuck Johnson Rough mixes here. And this is a crazy cover. There's all sorts of stuff going on. And once again, we've got side A with Me Inside, Wait and Bleed, No Life, Interloper, side B, Spit It Out, Eeyore, and Scissors. So this is the Indigo Ranch Mixes 2. Two-parter there, hell yeah. All right, next up, we have the Demos and Alternative Mixes with some more of those early 99 photos there. And on the back, we have quite a large track list. On side A, we have Wait and Bleed, Snap, Interloper, Despise, Only One, Me Inside, and Prosthetics. And on side B, we have Surfacing, Only One, No Life, Sick, Purity, and Eeyore. And each of these has an explanation as to what it is. So some of them are demos, others are various mixes, and each one here tells you exactly which version it is. I'm really looking forward to giving this a spin and hearing them on vinyl for the first time. I have never listened to any Slipknot on vinyl, and I recently got a record player, so I'm very, very excited for that. Here we have the next one. This is Live. So on side A, we have Wait and Bleed, Surfacing, Purity, Spit It Out, Eeyore. And then on side B, we have Sick, Eyeless, No Life, Eeyore, and Liberate. And last but not least, we have Live Part 2. So this one has Purity, Prosthetics, Spit It Out, Wait and Bleed, and Get This. And then on side B, we have Surfacing, Me Inside, and Scissors, all recorded in the UK in 2000, except for Scissors, which was in Iowa in 2000. Very, very cool. That is a lot of vinyl. I have a lot of catching up to do, and I am very excited for that. And the presentation on these is just absolutely beautiful. Like, I cannot get over how good all of these cover arts and the backgrounds look on these pieces. And for them to be wrapped up in such a nice, pretty little box here, you just really can't ask for more. So definitely looking forward to jumping into these and checking them out. And the presentation is great, which works for me because I am a collector. I like to display my stuff. So there we have the 25th anniversary vinyl box set. Very, very nice. Not something that I ever thought that I would own because they were so exclusive and they went quick. But here we are. I've got one, and we still have another box to unbox from Slipknot themselves. So I think I have an idea as to what this might be, and if it is what I think it is, then I am going to lose my mind. Because if it is that item, then I now have one of the coolest pieces of merch that Slipknot have ever put out, and definitely my favorite piece of merch that they have ever put out officially. So, fingers crossed that that is what we have. It is sealed up, nice and tight, very, very much protected, and I wonder why. Ooh, here we go. All right, so out it comes once again, packaged absolutely perfect. Here we go. It is the moment of truth. I am nervous. Oh man, it is exactly what I thought it was. Holy cow, dude. Oh my God. Woo! Okay, we gotta get this thing out of the bag so I can take a proper look at it and give you guys a proper look at it because I am over the freaking moon right now, dude. Oh God, it's gross. Oh, I can just feel slime all over my hands right now, dude. Oh, dude, we got one. This is so sick. Do you guys realize what I am holding in my hand right now? Because I don't think you do. This is a crow in a jar straight from Slipknot. There were 9 of these on their website, and they were very mysterious. I don't even think that they sold. It said that they were sold out, but I only know one other person who got one, and he was also sent it by Slipknot. So I don't know what is going on, but I really, really, really wanted one. I have been enthralled by the crow in the jar my entire life. Now, for those of you that don't know the Slipknot crow in a jar story, let Sid explain.
Ooh, there was a show that we had a dead bird in a jar, and it was like this crow or something, or I don't know, but it like, after a while it started to get this like gelatinous fluid to it, and it started kind of turning into this, half of it was this fluid and then half of it was still this like corpse bird or whatever. And and we took it out, and we unscrewed the top, and Clown and I would be like huffing it, you know, like, and we're like, oh my God, and we come out on stage and it just smelled so bad, and we like throw up, and the kids are like, let us see it, and they start smelling it, and then the kids started sticking their hands in it and pulling the gelatinous stuff out that had been fermenting and building over like months, and they started eating it.
Now, imagine being a Slipknot fan for your entire life and constantly reading and hearing about that story. Safe to say, I have always wanted a crow in a jar. And as a matter of fact, let me show you something cool. I've wanted a dead bird in a jar for so long because of that story that I actually have one. This is one that I found freshly dead outside on Easter a few years ago and put into this jar, and he's just been chilling in the mask room ever since. And I'm gonna be honest, this isn't even the first one because my first one got stolen. I know that that sounds insane, but the seal broke and the thing started smelling like death in my house after like 5 or 6 years of being jarred up. So I stuck it outside to reseal the next morning, and when I came out, the entire jar was gone. I went around my neighborhood trying to figure out if some kids had stolen it or something, but I just never found it. So yeah, this is Dave, and he's pretty cool, but I just don't think that anything could hold a candle to a dead bird in a jar sent to you by Slipknot. I mean, this is about as official as it gets outside of owning the original crow in a jar from Sean, but that doesn't exist anymore. We all know what happened to that one. Now, I don't know if the lighting is good for you guys, if it's doing any justice here, but I will give you guys some nice up-close shots at the end of the video so you can see exactly what is going on, but I will say, this thing is disgusting. And I definitely meant it when I said that I can feel this thing on my fingers. There is definitely some sort of slime or goo or residue on the outside of the jar, and it is nasty. But it's all about the experience, right? I wouldn't have it any other way. You guys are lucky that I'm not opening this thing up and taking a bite out for myself, just for the spirituality. Yeah, dude, I don't know what to say. This is definitely one of my favorite items in my collection now, and I could not be more stoked. Funny timing too, because Clown actually just posted the first actual image of the crow in a jar that we've ever seen. Like I said, we've all grown up hearing the story about the crow in the jar, and we've seen some stuff that's pretty similar, but we've never seen the actual true original crow in a jar. We've seen Clown at a signing holding some chicks in a jar that a fan gave him. We've seen Clown on stage with another jar that a fan gave him. But that was the first image that we had ever seen of the actual true real crow in a jar. I can't believe how discolored and gross this is. Anyways, guys, I don't really know what else to add to this video. I am just kind of in shock and amazement, and I am so over the moon happy about this item. It is a very, very special item to me, given the history of Slipknot and the crow in the jar, and the fact that I've had 2 of my own over the years, and now I have a real one right here from Slipknot. Absolutely insane, mind-blowing. I don't even think that it's actually hit me yet that Slipknot sent me a box. If you had told my 6-year-old self this, he wouldn't have believed it. If you had told my 16-year-old self this, he wouldn't have believed it. And if you had told my 26-year-old self this, he wouldn't have believed it. So, I think that it goes without saying, Slipknot, thank you very, very much. Now, I could sit here and ramble about all of this stuff for a long time, but I think that you guys would rather see these items. So, I am going to go ahead and end this video the same way that we end all of the unboxings and reviews on this channel, and that is, of course, with some nice up-close shots of these pieces. That way you guys can see all of the beautiful, disgusting detail. Quick reminder that we are getting extremely close to 200,000 subscribers, and I would really like to hit that by the end of the year, so if you're not subscribed, please go down below and do so. And bonus points if you leave a comment and drop a like on the video. I appreciate you guys. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one, and until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to dead birds in jars. And we will see you guys in the next one.